Nestled in the middle of a busy housing estate just outside Middlesborough, Acklam Cars has a surprise in store for its 200 customers a month. Inside an unassuming building is an incredible showroom, showcasing supercars under nightclub-style studio lights. You might not have heard of this super and luxury car specialist, but its team has been busy plugging away building a near unrivaled reputation for more than 20 years. It is one of the highest rated dealers on TrustPilot, and it's collected some incredible reviews along the way. Founder Chris Andrews has invited me to the dealership to meet his team and look around his business. Chris, thank you for inviting us along today. Very excited to see the showroom. Shall we get inside? It's a little bit windy outside. And
yeah, of course.
Go from there.
I'll take you through.
Yeah, super. You do fantastically well with social, don't you? So I'm sure a lot of this will be very familiar with people. But for those people who don't know your business, tell me a little bit about, where did you start?
I started back in the trade in 1999, and I was like a on the shop floor runner, really. Coming fresh to the trade completely. I'm 47 now, so it's quite a long time ago. But I started like that and started learning about cars, and I worked for a guy very kind man who got me into the business. And we went from there, and I picked up sales really quickly. I started selling with about 3 or 4 months, which I think is particularly quick. I find if you take new people on these days, it takes them years and years and years to learn the business. And even I still learn things now every day. There's that much to it. But what happened was in 99, I progressed. The main sales guy he had working for him, unfortunately, had a heart attack. And I got my opportunity to take over sales about a year later. And then we managed to do pretty well. We saved up a little bit of money, myself and my brother, and the guy I was working with asked us to buy into the business. I've got cars now which are worth more than what the whole business was at the time. We probably had, I don't know, maybe 100 grand's worth of stock, something like that.
It's an incredible journey. I mean, we'll go into a little bit more into the showroom, because I mean, I'd just like to show people watching just how amazing this place looks.
Yeah.
I mean, this is very different to many dealerships that we've seen before. Give me an idea of how you came up with this concept. I mean, where did this incredible site come from?
I realised that we had to try and take the business up to the next level. And I've seen online and through social media different things around the world. And what I've found was probably in the last 5 or 6 years, even though we started online 15 years ago, is that everything is becoming social media driven. So when we did the design for this, we basically looked at what would work best for social media. We've got a great design team interior designers who've done a fantastic job. And then we just took every aspect of that and put it together and went over it over probably a year's period of time until we were happy. And then we put it all together and built it. Because
this new showroom's about a year old, isn't it? I mean, what sort of investment was this? I mean, just the lights alone are amazing.
Yeah, you'd be looking at, it's probably 1.5 million, something like that. But if you're selling very, very expensive cars, if you look around the showroom, there's a £400,000 Rolls Royce, there's a £400,000 Ferrari, there's another £400,000 Rolls Royce. You've got to have the support to be able to sell those cars, and people come from all over the UK, Europe, around the world to buy our cars.
Are you a car guy? I mean, have you built up to be selling Ferraris and Rolls Royces because you love cars, or is it because of the opportunity that they present?
I think if you've been doing the job for over 25 years, and nearly 30 years, you become a car man. But I'm not one of these who is really, really super enthusiastic about, certain things on cars. I think I'm more enthusiastic about buying a car which is beautiful, and it's beautiful, and you're going to have a really happy customer at the end of that journey.
What do you spend your time as the owner doing in the business? I mean, you hear a lot?
I love coming to work. I really enjoy it still, which is great. I think when you've been in it as long as I have, and you get the highs of the deal and the lows of the deal, you probably get a little bit addicted. I love the motor trade, and I love seeing customers being happy, and our ultimate goal is to buy a really great car and have a really satisfied customer, and then see them return again and again and again.
I mean, give me an idea of where you get your cars from, because I mean that's the hardest part of running any used car business, isn't it? Or any car business is getting the stock. Where do you get yours?
Well, thankfully I buy them generally off private customers.
Right.
So we've got an incredible client bank throughout the UK, and people contact me when they want to change the car, even if they're not buying a car from us, because they know generally that I do give the best prices. I always try. I never ever go out intentionally try to get something for less than what it's worth. That's my price, that's my deal. I'll pay you immediately for it because we can, which is a great position to be in. And generally, because of that certainty, those people come back time and time again and sell us cars. Because
you've got some amazing stuff in here.
Yeah.
I'm conscious I don't want to give the viewers a headache with the constantly changing lights, but I mean, let's have a look at this Spectre. I mean, an amazing vehicle this, and quite a unique one. I mean, electric. I mean, it's like, you know, are your customers buying this sort of stuff?
We will buy anything what we think will sell.
Yeah.
So I don't get too hung up on brands or whether it's electric or not electric. If we know a car is a really, really good buy, else that's one of the things I try and do, is make sure we buy them at a fair price. We don't put huge margins across cars, but we turn them quick. Our turnover rate is probably 8 days, something like that.
Is it really? So give me an idea of how many you're selling then on a monthly basis.
We sell 150 to 200 retail cars every month.
In what do you range in value from? Because I mean, just looking in here, like you say, there's a lot of 400 grand cars in here, isn't there?
Sometimes we sell cars for 30, 40,000. Yep. If it's a good enough car for us to retail, we'll sell it.
It's a competitive market though, isn't it? I mean, as part of this series, we've visited lots of supercar dealers. There's lots of people operating in this high end. Yeah. How do you make your business stand out? I mean, I sort of guess the answer.
Yeah, extremely competitive.
Yeah.
Really good pricing. Great products, making sure we buy the right cars.
So one of the things I find really impressive about your business is the way that you've empowered your employees to be stars online. I mean, they're great social media characters. You've got a great following on YouTube. Was that a conscious decision, and how did you end up leading to that?
I think we're the pioneers of video in the motor trade in the UK today. Before we started doing them, I couldn't see anyone who was actually going online and selling a vehicle properly and then putting it into people's houses. So that was the concept we come up with, and I knew that we had some sales members of staff here who could actually deliver it, smart guys who come across really well and knew the stuff most importantly. But I love buying cars. I love it when we buy a nice car, you buy something which is like really great, like these cars in the showroom at the moment, that red Ferrari, you know, any of these cars, they're really good. And when you get that customer comes in and wants to buy them, I just think it's lovely.
Liam Martin is Acklam's head of sales. If you follow the dealership on any of their social media channels, you'll be well accustomed to his confident delivery and passion for supercars. He offered to show me around his site. Nice to be here. I mean, this is an amazing sales
It's a very,
area.
very nice place to work. I think the way we've designed it as well, with all our sales team, is it's private, but it's not. So we can all see each other. We can all chat about deals and things that are going on, and it's just a fantastic area to work, really.
I think it's, I absolutely love it. I mean, you've been here quite a long time, haven't you?
Well over 20 years, yeah. Started when I was just before I was 17, so been doing it a long time. Started at the bottom and learned all the different roles in the motor trade, and then got into sales, and then just progressed from there, really.
Can we go and have a look at the cars, and then let's have a chat in there.
Go on through.
We've had a look at it. An amazing showroom. It must be a wonderful place to come to work every day.
It is. It's fantastic. We've obviously our videos and our online content and what we do is all about in here, really. And the lighting system and everything, and the cars we get. I just think you can show off our stock as good as possible, which I just think you know, what better than a place like this, really?
I mean, a lot of people watching this video and social media will know you from online. I mean, you must get recognised when you're out and about all the time.
I do.
Do you?
TikTok's gone nuts a little bit. I used to think TikTok, and I was saying this to a guy who spoke to me in the pub, actually. I thought it was for kids. My daughter used to always be on TikTok, but then certainly over the last couple of years, the guy who I spoke to in the pub saw a video on TikTok, and he was in his 70s. So we sell a lot of cars from TikTok, but you've got to have the right cars like this, and you've got to present them in the right way, really.
Do you think dealers should be investing time and effort in social media then?
I think it's a must. I think any business that is doing well in all different areas is really at it on social media. But you've got to, you know, you can put things out there on social media, but you've got to have the backup. You've got to have the right staff. We've got an unbelievable sales team and the right stock as well, really.
And all of the sales team are characters. They seem confident. I mean, you seem confident when you do these videos online, and it doesn't feel like you're scripted. I mean, is it all just natural?
It's all pretty much one take, really.
Yeah.
I remember doing the first video I ever done, and I was the one who done it. It was a BMW i8. I remember it to this day. It was 5 or 6 years ago, and it was only a minute video, and it wasn't. And I remember doing it, but we've just progressed from there. And it's only one take, really, one take.
Tell us about some of the stuff that you've got in here.
Well,
I mean,
just in here today, we have a Ferrari Roma, which again we always get stuff which is a little bit unique. That's a unique colour combination, beautiful tan interior. You've then got, that's a beautiful car. So that's a 488 Spider, but massive specification. This car is amazing. Too fast, far too fast for the road. SF90, £500,000, but an unbelievable car. Only done 2,000 miles. I took that in part exchange from a new Purosangue.
Did you really?
So a guy had bought a Purosangue and he put that in part exchange.
Customers are basically at the heart of everything in Man Island.
It's a well-worn phrase to say we're a people business, but that's exactly what we are. We all care and want to get things over the line for you as a dealership.
Although it's a very fast-paced, pressurised environment, we have fun.
You know, we're very friendly, we're very welcoming, but we're also very professional as well. You know, we like to get the job done.
Our relationship with Man Island has been centric to us doubling our finance business over the last 12 months.
So Man Island are quite unique in that we're a prime bank-owned lender, but we also work with a variety of other finance partners to give up the all-round package.
As we've grown as a lender, we're now on market with the products that we have, hire purchase, PCP, lease purchase, etc.
We're agile, we're resilient, always forward thinking in anything we do. We always want to provide our customers with the best possible user experience.
You know, we don't want to be the biggest in the market, we just want to be the best in the market. And that really for me is all about the people relationships that we have with our clients, whether they're dealers, brokers or indeed the end user.
Why would people come to you rather than a Ferrari dealership? I mean, what is it that makes you guys stand out, do you think?
I think when you buy there's a few factors. I think people want to deal with us. I think you price the stock right. So if we've got a Ferrari Purosangue and you can buy it from us and it's 20, 30, 40,000 pound cheaper, I don't like to use the word cheap, but it's a better buy than going to Ferrari, then the car's under warranty, the car's got a Ferrari service plan, it's a newish car, or a nearly new car, and they get better service, to be honest with you. You know, I know there's other dealers out there, but I think if you look at our reviews and what we do, you get the top treatment from the start to the end, really.
Give me an idea of your sort of bread and butter then. What can you sell? What would you sell day in, day out?
Defenders, Land Rovers, big Range Rovers, Range Rover Sports. We sell a lot of Land Rovers. We sell a lot of commercials as well, and I think that's what makes us a little bit unique, because, you know, we'll be selling a car like a Ferrari, you know, for £200,000, £300,000, £400,000, but then you might sell a fantastic new Defender commercial, and we deal with that many different people in business, so people who want commercial vehicles, but then they want to buy something, you know, a sports car, they want a bit of both, so we get a little bit of a mix, which I think we're not just focused on the high end, we still sell commercials, Land Rovers and stuff like that, really.
Have you got a deal that you're most proud of?
I've dealt with we've dealt with some amazing people. I've just sold a car to Malcolm Wilson, who he was the founder of M Sport. He was an unbelievable rally driver.
I saw that online.
Yeah, and I delivered the car to him to his house in Cumbria, and he showed me around his facilities. He's got his own racetrack and everything, and he's a proper motorsport car guy.
I mean, what do customers think when they walk into a showroom like this? I mean, sometimes feels a little bit like a nightclub.
It does. We could have a good staff party in here, I think, but they're blown away really, because the cars look incredible, and it's a little bit different. You know, I've been to some other fantastic showrooms in the country, but I think ours is a little bit unique. We're obsessed a little bit with reviews. I think it's such an important part of your business, and I think on TrustPilot at the moment we're rated #1 dealer, and we've got nearly 3,500 reviews. So it takes some doing. So this is the new Urus SE. Again,
how did you get hold of these? I mean, like, how does something like this come into your hands?
All our buying is done privately, which Chris does, and again, it's about building relationships with people over a certain period of time. So we build relationships up with customers when we're selling them cars, but again, people who have expensive cars, who buy expensive cars, want to sell you them, and they know that if they've got an Urus SE that maybe they want to move on, or they've ordered it a long time ago and now they want to sell it, they don't want to keep it, then they'll contact us, and they know that it's nice and smooth. We'll call them, agree on the price instantly, and get it picked up and paid, which is what the seller wants really.
I must say, when we got here, we were a little bit surprised that this is where you're based and this is the sort of facility you've got. Do a lot of people go, wow, I mean, I didn't expect to see what you've got here?
Yeah, well, you know, we're proud of where we are. We're in Teesside, and to have the facility and the business we've got here is fantastic, really.
And you've got a lot of four-wheel drives here. I mean, is this the stuff that's most popular?
We sell a lot of four-wheel drives. Sometimes I remember years ago, people used to think four-wheel drives were for the winter, but they've changed. The four-wheel drives sell all year round now. So I think we are always buying them. You know, Defenders, X5s, GLEs, Range Rovers. We do everything. Dodge Rams. Yeah, everything really.
I have noticed there's not many electric cars though. Is that a specific choice?
Yeah, I think electric cars have took a tumble. I think we still buy them, but we'll only buy them if they're at the right price. So a car what might, you know, for example, Porsche Taycan have had a batter in price, but I still think for one of them cars, 50% of what it was new is a fantastic car for somebody. So we'll still buy them if it's like anything. If you buy it right, you can sell it at the right price.
Yeah. Is there anything you wouldn't buy?
Ineos, I'm not a big lover of Ineos.
Really?
But I don't know, we've got one, I need to sell it, but they're just a little bit hard work. And certainly electric cars, some electric cars, we stay well clear of really.
Joe Kahn is one of Liam's star salesmen. The father of 6 children, he spent his entire working life in the motor trade, and the majority of it with Acklam. What sort of people are buying a 4x4 Ferrari?
I think this is the elite. This is the people that want to go away from the norm, want to be a little bit more different than your standard 4x4 Range Rover, Bentley Bentayga. So someone that goes, I've got money, I want something a bit different, I want a Ferrari, but I want to be able to use it. This is a daily. This is a daily.
Is it really?
It is a daily. I've been with Acklam almost 10 years now. And 10 years have flew by. We've organically grown to the dealership that we are today, the team that we have, and the cars that we sell. And I think along the way, we've all grown with the same dealership, if that makes sense.
Can you give me an idea of the sort of people you sell cars to? I mean, what type of people are they, and what do they expect from you and the business?
In a nutshell, they want no nonsense, and I think that's what they get from us at Acklam Cars, because everybody in that business, certainly in the sales front, we're very, very knowledgeable. So when a customer picks that phone up, they want answers pretty much there and then. They don't want 2 days delay between getting a valuation for the car or getting a finance quote put together. So I find that our clients that deal with us want information on the vehicle, useful information. I don't mean gibberish.
What makes you work in this industry?
Honestly, my 6 kids.
Six kids.
I've got 6 kids. I had a brand new baby arrive a couple of weeks ago. So I think for me, although I want to be successful in every single way, my family, me, my life, I love them, my wife. But I want to be successful for them. I want them to be proud of me, and so they can say, listen, Dad, you've done great. And they love cars because I love cars now. And I think overall, my success is driven through just what I do day in, day out. And I want it to be the best.
And are you and the team at Acklam quite competitive when it comes to sales?
I think that's just in the nature of the retail business. If you're in a sales-driven business, you have to be competitive. And if you weren't, then you're in the wrong business. So the answer to your question is yes. Liam won't agree to this, but I do sell more than Liam.
He said different.
Yeah, he will. He can't accept defeat. No, but the competitiveness is what drives us as well, because you need drive. If we all sold 60 cars each and every month, but you didn't want to come first place, the first place means nothing other than self-pride.
And I was asking Liam about the pressure that comes with being a 5-star rated dealer. Do you feel that pressure?
I think the pressure is self-inflicted. I don't think the pressure is from above, because we know what the expectations are for the business. But I think in general, I will put pressure on myself to surpass what I did last month, what I did last week. That's internal pressure.
I don't know about you, but I've been incredibly impressed by the Acklam Cars setup. I've known these guys for quite some time. They've won a number of the Car Dealer Magazine Used Car Awards, and now I can really see, having been here, quite why they're so successful. They're a very passionate team. They sell some fantastic cars from a really, really good setup. If you want to see more videos like this one, check out our YouTube channel. It's at Car Dealer Magazine and the Selling Supercars playlist. See you next time. Goodbye.